everybody. Welcome back to the Spooky Frog Horrifying Book Podcast. I am Samantha.
I remain Jeffy.
He's still a Jeffy. And today we are covering Bridgett Nelson's Poisoned Pink.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, so Bridgett is a splatterpunk award winner, and I actually debated doing this book. And there's
What's the debate?
So the debate is twofold. One is I normally don't like short story collections.
Yeah.
I like to really get involved. And so I had kind of just had this one on my list for a while and just kind of kept putting it off for that reason. And then I started reading it and I'm like, this is pretty extreme.
Okay.
So this is Poison Pink. There are no spiders in it, actually. So a little bit of a lie there. But I'll forgive Bridgett because she's a sweetheart. I was able to message her a little bit about this one because I'm like, hey, tell me a little bit about like where this came from and all of that. And each of these stories was actually part of some different anthologies, and she just kind of put them all together into one, modifying a couple of the different stories along the way. But what's really cool is that like there's a story in there for everyone, which really surprised me. So if you've got triggers, if you don't got triggers, there's at least one thing in there for everybody.
Is there a common thread here pulling these all together, or is it a true anthology?
It's a true like blend. I actually asked her if there was a feminine rage theme going throughout, and she's like, no, it just kind of ended up kind of like that in some ways. So
Bridgett, you should have leaned into that.
I know.
Come on, sell some books.
You know what? I was happy with it. I was very pleased with it. So, but what did we do this week? What the heck? Was this the first week that we didn't do anything? No, we did Steph's birthday.
We did.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
So we went to Red Maple, our friends at Red Maple, and they're always so good to us. And you did all sorts of cool music.
Yeah. B-52's themed party.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Yeah, some people showed up in beehives.
Oh my gosh,
and did the whole thing. Yeah,
did the whole outfit.
Yeah, it was really great.
It was fantastic. And I'm glad Steph was happy with her presents.
Oh yeah,
I wish we need a picture of that shirt.
Oh,
and then we can do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing with the shirt.
Do the thing with the shirt.
Yeah, with the shirt. And then I got her this like cast iron clown like bottle opener for the clown room too, which I was very happy to find that. And I was convinced that she would already have it because the one thing I bought her, you already gave her, which
the Clown of Sutra.
Clown of Sutra.
Yeah.
Clown of Sutra.
Yeah.
But that was now the inspiration because now I'm like, what am I going to do?
I mean, that was for the Clowniversary. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, we have a Clowniversary. I attacked her with a clown. Shout out Puddles.
Puddles Pity Party.
Puddles Pity Party. Yep. My attack clown.
Yeah, the 7-foot attack clown.
That's right. 7-foot.
Very
silent attack clown.
And except for when he's singing.
Yeah.
I've seen him before too, and like I really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
He did a tour where it was very melancholy, and that was probably my favorite one that he did. It was pretty outstanding.
Yeah, and the way that he does the little like jokey parts in between completely silently, like pulling the whole silent clown, it's excellent.
Yeah.
So
he did a tour where it wasn't jokey though.
Oh.
And it was really like very macabre.
I'm into it.
I was very into it. I actually cried. It was like making comments on friendship and love and loss and heartache and like, it really hit me in the feels. So big shout out, Piddle. Man, Piddle party. That's a different kind of party.
Yeah, you're just on that kind of basis with him. You call him Piddles.
Yeah, what up, Piddles? Piddles my guy.
Little Piddles.
Yeah, little P.
Lil. It has to be L-I-L. It can't be like little.
Little.
You have to spell it out.
Yeah,
Little Piddle.
Little Piddle. Little Tinks. Little Tinkle.
What? Oh my God.
Isn't Piddle P?
Yes. Yeah, we could. Yeah.
So
now we're back to the MCP pants.
That's right. Right.
Everything comes back to MCP pants.
That's right. All roads lead to Rome.
It don't matter. None of this matters. No, but when I ended up stuck with the Clown of Sutra, so the Clown of Sutra is a coloring book of clowns, but a la the Kama Sutra, and it's hysterical. So we're looking at this thing at home, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this now that I can't give it to Steph because you already gave it to her months ago. And I'm like, well, now when we do our lumberjack brunch, we're going to have to do a white elephant.
Yeah.
So
Sam and David hold a lumberjack brunch annually.
Yeah.
We go to the Harbor Park Lodge. And
we all dress like lumberjacks. And
it is a treat.
They used to have these meat boats where they just bring you a boat full of like different breakfast meats.
I feel like they've really pulled back.
They have. It was
but the cost also hasn't gotten.
Right. It still stayed pretty static. I think they raised it like $1 or something.
Yeah.
But
they're just pulling back on the amount of food.
You still get as much food as you want. It's a buffet. Yeah. So like they've got the carving station, the omelet station I really like.
It just seems like less. And now there's newcomers like cereal.
Well, okay, yes. I'm okay with the cereal.
Have some cereal.
I'm not paying what, $21.95 or whatever it is to eat cereal.
Yeah.
I can just do that on my own if I want.
Frankly, the omelet bar pays for itself. Like I
omelet
love a good
bar is
omelet
literally
bar.
like, and then so they used to give you the meat boat. They used to give you the boat of cheesy potatoes.
Yeah.
And that was where it was at. So you used to pass around that and then those little like donut holes too.
Yeah.
And so the whole table would just be like eating all of that, and then your buffet stuff would come because now they bring you your omelet instead of like you just kind of order it with, the golf pencils or whatever.
I love the golf pencil.
You do?
Oh, I do. What? I do. I love filling out the form with the golf pencil.
Oh,
I mean,
like
Happy Dog?
A Happy Dog, yeah.
I swear to God, I want to copy Happy Dog. I'm stealing your idea, Happy Dog.
I just don't like pencils.
Here in Milwaukee.
We should.
A hot dog place where you fill it out.
Yeah, dim sum hot dog.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, dim sum hot dog. I think that would go well in Milwaukee, especially with Martino's closing.
Yeah.
So.
Rip Martino's.
R.I.P.
I thought about it for 10 minutes. I was like, do I buy Martino's?
Of course you did. Am
I just a hot dog guy?
Are you just the hot dog? Because you don't have enough going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should just open a hot dog restaurant. That's totally
Well, you have a hot dog stand by day and golf bars by night. You know?
Wait, why? Okay, but like who better to eat our meat than like goth barge people after they're like all sweaty on the dance floor and liquored up. So like I think that could sell itself.
Yeah.
Get a little meat cart.
Yeah, and I get a little food truck.
Yeah, street meat. Got some street meat.
Mosey around.
Yeah. I think that would do well, but who would we have mosey with it? Because we're usually busy.
Boy, I don't know. That's why I rethought it. Like, do I want to be a hot dog guy?
Right, yeah.
And also, how fat do I want to get? Because I'm going to eat all of these hot dogs. These are my hot dogs.
So, yeah, we all just
Customers get one for you, one for me.
Oh my gosh. You know how well though, like a food vendor outside of Halloween would have done, especially in that line?
And yes.
Yeah.
And I'd own it. So it'd be like sitting right there.
And it was Cudahy, so you have that bacon smell that just like permeates the entire town too, which is just like you get a waft of bacon that just gets to you.
And I have some social media prowess.
Really?
I feel like
when did this happen?
I feel like if I had my own business, I'd be able to.
Oh yeah, you could market it pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, the marketing would go very well.
We'll market this too.
One day.
One day we'll actually market.
One day we'll tell people we're doing this.
Yeah, instead of just talking in your basement.
Yeah, I literally think I made one post about it.
Yeah,
I was just like, hey, here's a giggle reel.
I just edit the things, and I don't post too much anyways, and I'll push it out on some stuff. But yeah, eventually we'll do something.
Yeah, we're going to start advertising it.
Well,
I think we start advertising it once we actually start doing the live streams.
That too. I mean? I think we could get a push before then too. I just want to get like an episode where we're not tired.
Yeah. We record these on Tuesday evenings.
Yeah, on a Tuesday evening.
And I'd like to actually start like 7:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tuesday evenings.
Okay, so the problem is that we work together outside of our day jobs, and then we're friends, and so we have like this dual catch up that happens where we have to.
I know, we walk in and we're just
like, hey, what about this thing? What about this thing? I bought this thing, and today we're trying to put together something for the merch thing.
We just need to make a pact, a pinky swear, right now. We're not going to talk at each other before we
record.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's our new deal, because we've got to record first, and then we can be sleepy, and then we can talk business. So,
yes.
But I do love that this has like forced us to actually like catch up more.
That has been the ploy the entire time.
This was your secret plot.
This is my plot.
You're like, because I'll just hibernate otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'll come out to do the events.
Her face
then
is
I'll have it
stuck
right.
in the books, folks.
Well, now, I mean,
They're
now it
in
has to be.
there.
Now I just
Yeah.
tell people I don't read for pleasure. I read for pain only.
Yeah.
Which there is some pain in that book too.
Speaking of pain.
Speaking of pain. Oh man. Oh boy. So, do you know anything about extreme horror?
I mean, are we talking like
So, do you know
dirty Clive Barker kind of hooks in your eyes, stabby
Yeah.
McStabbington?
So, there is also splatterpunk. So, these are two different things, and there's a lot of debate online, so don't come for me about what is splatterpunk and what is extreme. Extreme
So is this
horror-
your version of That's Not Goth?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, so even on like those goth groups and everything, we're like,
Yeah,
that's not goth. Like, you know what?
We want to make a Goth Barge t-shirt that
This is
literally
n-
just says
that's not goth. So that every time somebody like wants to say that, and just be like, yep, just point to the shirt.
Yeah. Except there's 300 people on the dance floor right now
Right.
having a really good time.
Who cares?
And you're wrong.
Yeah, nobody cares.
How's that sound? How's that sound?
So there's a difference between splatterpunk and extreme, but I don't get too caught up in the definitions. But splatterpunk, and Bridgett Nelson, the author here, is a splatterpunk award winner. So she does know splatter. Splatterpunk, to me, and by most definitions, is gore for the sake of an overall story to drive the plot forward and for a reason.
Yeah.
So kind of like the punk and punk rock, right?
Sure.
Extreme horror is the let's just push your boundaries as far as they can possibly go.
And extreme horror is when it's in space, right?
Jason X.
Yeah. Is that how that works?
Okay, so not only there's
all of your buckets are dumb.
Yeah, so
I want to tell you all of the buckets are stupid.
Okay, can I tell you about the best movie I've ever seen?
Jason X.
No, but it is in space, and it is probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. So I have an affinity for really just garbage movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like these.
Same.
Yeah, but this was terrible.
Okay.
So the premise is that Megalodon is Hitler in space hundreds of years from now. And also then
Megalodon from Jurassic Park.
No, Megalodon's a shark.
Okay.
Megalodon's a shark. It's a prehistoric shark.
All right.
Big.
Why am I thinking Megalodon?
Because it sounds like a
character
dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't sharks dinosaurs?
No.
They exist.
They're a cartilaginous fish.
How long do they?
I mean, they're millions of years old, but they're
Yeah.
cartilaginous
Okay.
fish, not exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So
I get you.
the closest living relative to the Megalodon is the great white, I believe. So,
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, Megalodon, big-ass prehistoric shark, right?
Sure.
He's now in space and he's Hitler reincarnated.
Got it.
Already, this is a great plot.
Sure.
You know who's trying to stop him?
Who?
Bigfoot.
All right.
Except for Bigfoot, all he does is like run around all jacked up and talk like he's, urban.
Okay.
And then there's also two.
This is a movie?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then there's also two robots that are constantly trying to like
Copulate?
yeah.
Copulate.
And it is amazing.
Compile.
This is a wonderful, wonderful film. It is fantastic. It's
Wow.
so terrible. That one. And then I just watched one that probably, arguably, I got less enjoyment out of the one I watched this weekend than that one. Because that one at least is like, you can laugh at it, right?
Yeah.
I watched one called Jimmy and Stuggs over the weekend. And
Jimmy and Stuggs.
yeah.
Okay.
So the premise of this is like a washed up filmmaker is just getting drunk in his apartment all the time, and his film partner has left him, and all of a sudden aliens attack his apartment.
Huh.
But the aliens have like neon blood. And so there's like the kind of spray and everything, and it's kind of fun. He wakes up and he finds out he must have like hurt one of these aliens, and he makes all these crazy phone calls. So his old film partner comes to try and like put him in the cracker factory, except for the aliens are actually real and they both have to fight the aliens. But it was literally just over an hour of nonstop fake alien blood.
Wow.
That was all it was. I had high hopes because it started off with like these fake comedy horror trailers. Like one was, "Don't go in that house, bitch." I was very pleased, and then I was really disappointed.
I mean, for horror, I mean, I'm right there with you.
You're gonna die.
I know. Freddy Krueger's my guy.
Yeah.
He's a silly sort.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Is really silly, actually.
Oh yeah. And then my favorite horror episodes in a lot of these different franchises are always the ones that people hate. So
Oh,
like,
really?
oh yeah, Halloween 3.
Oh, well.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's the silly one.
Yes.
Right? You've got I absolutely adore like the Jason X's, and like when they get
I
like
like it too. It's
Jason goes to fucking
Hollywood.
yeah. Like
Jason goes to the movies. Like
yeah.
Jason is introduced to Ernest.
I mean, Hellraiser 3. Let's talk Hellraiser 3.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was the silly one. Hell on Earth.
What was the latest Hellraiser? That one.
Latest?
Yeah, the latest. Like,
well, it kept going.
I know.
Like
the most recent.
Oh, you're saying
like
the
years
reboot
ago. Yeah.
with the lady?
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, and a lot of people are up in arms and say that that's about it being a lady, and it's not. It's just fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with it, lady or not.
The franchise has been played out a lot. Like, we get it. They like torture.
If you want to get real deep into it, the BSDM society that really put Hellraiser on the map and made it such a taboo in the first place is kind of over. Nobody's really freaking out about people in leather anymore. Yeah, they're like that like leather society isn't really that big of a taboo, and people kind of know what it is, and it's kind of lived its day.
It's fine. Well, once we had 50 Shades of whatever,
exactly.
It was
it's
all
so normalized,
right? Like nobody cares.
Like everyone's like, I like a little wet play,
and you're like, cool, whatever.
Right. So all of that's kind of gone. But in the 80s, when that shit wasn't really in culture, it was wild. People were thinking that it was something crazy.
Yeah, and so it was so much more impactful. And now we're just like,
which is why the suits were all made of really deep, like BSDM leather.
Yeah,
it was very pain is pleasure, leather daddy. And now that doesn't really play. And that's why her suit in that film, the newest one, was actually skin. So if you notice, it's not a lot of,
you know what? I didn't notice that. So that makes so much more sense.
So really now it's more of being ripped apart from the insides.
Yeah.
And it's more about they're trying for a different realm. I don't think they went far enough.
I would agree, because I actually thought the plot was a good premise. I just don't think it was super well executed.
Right. And I think that's because horror needs to be a reflection of current day society.
Yes.
And this wasn't.
And that's why I think
this was a reflection of the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
So they were trying to do the fears from the 80s.
Right. And that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
It's probably the same reason why movies that like possession movies don't really do that well anymore, because we all saw The Exorcist.
The eccentric billionaire, that was a good part.
Yeah, for a minute.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that we're all kind of terrified of. Right? Yes. I mean, come on. But I really think they should have gone further. Right now, the psyche, the current psyche of the world is AI, and people are panicking about their place in society and how their displacement, and their fears around that. And that's why the movie Megan has a sequel coming and did so well.
I think that's why Companion as well. Companion was such a better version of sort of the concept of Megan.
Sure.
Like Companion was that was actually a good
But movie. All of these kind of like AI, these things coming for us.
Yeah, so take The Perfect Stranger, the book we did a while ago.
Right.
That was such a good version of exploring that. And I think we could do that in a better way. I don't think Megan did it really well.
Sure.
Because it's just a robot at that point. It's just like a reboot of like Terminator.
I haven't actually seen Companion.
Companion's good.
Is it?
Companion was actually good.
Okay.
I actually liked that one.
I liked Megan. I didn't not like Megan. I thought it was pretty good.
I didn't like it.
I mean, all of these movies are kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have the fear surrounding AI like a lot of people do.
Right, yeah.
I still think that
Well,
it's
fear is sometimes based on not understanding or not being in control. And
right.
when you understand a technology, then, just like some of the animal, like horror movies don't scare me because I understand
Yeah.
the behavior. I'm like, well, that's not what would happen, or you could just do this or whatever. And it doesn't scare me. It's still entertaining, but it doesn't scare me. And I
Well, it's the
think
same thing with
technology is that
yeah.
with you.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Right? The new
Yeah.
Frankenstein just came out.
Did you see it yet?
I've got it in the queue.
Okay, because I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, I got it in the queue.
I've heard two versions, one that it's brilliant and one that it is horrible. And I'm sure
Everybody's got their
everybody's wrong.
opinion.
And well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So I think of horror as I think about frozen pizzas. Everybody's wrong. I
Sure.
don't trust anybody's opinion on pizza. If they tell me a pizza is like the best thing they've ever had, I'm probably going to hate it.
Yeah. It
Because
looks gorgeous.
It does look really
But
good.
I mean,
That's what
it's
Guillermo del Toro,
Frankenstein.
like, yeah.
At the end of the day, you're watching Frankenstein. I mean, this is a story about the fear of the foothold of God being lost and modern science and technology coming back to terrorize us, but it's actually there. It's actually the scientist, Dr. Frankenstein, that's the actual problem.
Right. Just
which
kind
is
of like Jekyll and Hyde is a
Yeah.
similar concept where it's like it's the person that's at the root of it, not the concept or the technology or the science.
right. And I think
That's an allegory for today.
exactly. Like that's exactly where I was
It's the people
going.
that are the problem.
Right. But that's always the problem. We are always the problem.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We got real deep there.
Yeah, for a minute. It's deeper than we ever I think we ever got.
I think we actually really were diving into
Yeah, we got in there.
Yeah. There's a lot to this book, but it's not a ton of social commentary. But now that I'm thinking of it, I think you could actually extend it that way. But
well, even when it's not social commentary.
it is. If it's good horror, it is.
Yeah, but I will also say that you could have good horror that is somebody working out their own demons.
Yeah, or just exploring a concept. I mean, there's a concept of art where you're just exploring a subject matter and kind of exploding it from the inside out and just kind of picking it apart and seeing what you can do with it. And writing is just as much an art like that painting or music or anything else. So it's just a different medium.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was really surprised. I don't usually like short stories. You know me, I like to dive kind of into things and then, retreat from the world. And that's what I want to do. And so I was very hesitant about a short story collection. So when I was talking to Bridgett, each of the stories in here were parts of other anthologies. And when she started kind of putting them together, some of them started in different ways than others. So I'll go back a little bit. So I met Bridgett when I had the first Spooky Frog Book Fair out at X-Ray. And Bridgett and her husband, Jeff, were like, hey, we'd love to join up. So Bridgett is married to Jeff Strand, who is most well known for his horror comedy. He also did a novelization of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, which we have on the shelf somewhere here too, which
nice.
I loved Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Sure.
And he's a well-known author in his own right. I'm sure we'll do something from him.
Was an allegory for Italians and their goddamn pasta sauce.
You're so full of crap.
It was about Italians.
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 Italians, not Italians.
These goddamn Italians.
And their good food.
With their italics.
With their good food.
Just making everything italicized.
Italicized.
The whole way through.
I don't think I can deal with you right now. We'll have to do a Jeff Strand because I think you'll really enjoy the comedic value of some of that.
Well, I mean, do you see this? You can't see it right now because I didn't put it in shot because I'm a bad person. But do you see that box?
Which one?
That right there.
The whole Freddy box set?
The Freddy box set.
Yeah.
All the VHS. I just picked it up at that local shop, that horror VHS shop that just opened up. what is it called? All good shit or buy good shit?
Something, the one in River
Something good
West, right?
shit? No, it's in Walker's Point.
Oh, okay. In River
Yeah,
West,
it's
then.
like right across the street from where Club Anything used to be.
Oh.
And now
okay,
they're selling all the VHS and stuff. But I
Why have
picked
you
that
not
up.
taken me there?
I don't know. I'd
Wait,
like you.
Yeah, this is clear.
It was $150, but it's in
Really?
really good condition.
It's
every one of them, and I really want to watch all of
them.
them.
On it, though. I hate it when they put stickers on.
You know what's funny is he told me specifically that he doesn't put stickers on the boxes, and then there was a sticker
on the box. There's a sticker on the box.
So screw you,
sticker guy.
Yeah.
Sticker you.
Yeah, I wish I could remember the name of the shop exactly, but
send it to me because I want to go, and then we'll call it out on the show, and we'll see if maybe we can just have a chat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put it in the show notes, maybe.
Show notes.
Showing
it up.
Because we do that.
Yeah, we do that.
Sometimes we remember to do that. But that's how I met Bridgett, is her and Jeff came to my first book fair, and their hotel tried to kill them. So they're from Michigan, and so they stayed at a hotel in kind of around the airport area, since, X-ray is not too far from there. And, part of the shower tried to, leap out at them and attack them. And
wow.
Yeah, there was something else going on with their hotel room where it tried to kill them. And I'm like, sorry, guys. The ghosts, the Milwaukee ghosts have to, get you or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried to make fun of it a little bit, and I don't know if they appreciated that, but but they forgave me. So they both did really well. So Bridgett met Jeff actually through horror writing. So she was actually doing a different anthology, and she'd asked him to write the foreword to it. And she started laughing so much that she had to message him and just tell him how much she enjoyed it. And then they just started talking, and then they met in person at an event called Scares That Care, which is a charity event.
That's cool.
Yeah, really, really cool. It happens in the East Coast, and they usually pick a different person to provide charity stuff to, that they do every single year, and they do this annually. So that's when they met in person, and then they just kind of had a little love story.
Little love.
So cute.
That is adorable.
It is the most adorable thing, and they're the cutest
I wish I could picture
couple.
them.
She's gorgeous. She's got amazing hair too. I'm very jealous of her hair.
Okay.
It's gorgeous.
That's not really a description of a person, but
I don't.
All right.
I'm face blind.
Yeah.
So I can't literally picture people. I'm just her with the great hair. She's pretty.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So I'll show you a picture later on. But so I actually had to, you need the candy? So I actually had to have notes for this because there's so many stories in here that
You were busting out the notes.
I was. I am busting out the notes.
I felt like I needed to bust out the fun
This is so it's sort of like when your kids go trick-or-treating and they have the leftover candy that lasts all year. This is the Goth Barge candy from Halloween. Yeah. So, it's only 2 weeks old. It's fine.
Oh, it's beyond fine.
Oh, yeah. It's totally fine. So I want to kind of go through each of the stories. Oh, you got Fun Dip. Oh, you got Fun Dip. I love Fun Dip. When I was a kid, I loved Fun Dip. Now I probably couldn't handle it at all. Just right up in there. I like that we're all blurry. And the
Raz apple.
The fun
magic dip.
Ooh. I still believe that the word raspberry is a Mandela effect. I don't believe that there's a P in it. That's my Mandela effect, is I don't believe that there was ever a P in raspberry.
I'm actually with all of them.
Although maybe, you know what?
Because I still feel like it's Berenstein Bears.
Okay. But so I think because we grew up mostly in the, late 80s and the 90s, everything raspberry was spelled with 2 Z's. So maybe that's
raspberry. Radical.
Extreme
raspberry. Why was everything so extreme?
Everything was extreme.
Everything.
Everything. And it had to be an X. You couldn't use the E.
Did you see this horror movie that's being made about gushers?
What the?
Okay.
Are you
so
serious?
The gushers, I'm not fucking with you.
This time?
There's a horror movie. Well, you can all tell me about horse shitting or not. Am I fucking with Sam or not? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
So
let's see
there's
if I
a horror
believe
movie. Yeah, here we go. You ready?
Right.
There's a horror movie that exists or is going to exist that is the tale of what happened during the Gushers commercials. So you know how the Gushers heads, like they would, they're going to have a horror movie that is going to be about how they're actually Like those those commercials were actually real, and they were turning these people into
okay.
like
All right.
fruit heads.
I feel like
through, like-
not all ideas you have when you're high need to be made into a movie. That's my.
I am gonna watch the shit out of that movie.
Hey, you know what? I watched Lamageddon and I loved it, so I will
Lamageddon.
also watch it. Lamageddon was peak shit horror. It really was.
This was a terrible idea.
Because now you got schmutz.
Oh, I'm like
You're
covered in
schmutzing.
schmutz.
It's just sugar. You're fine. You're fine. Well, if you want to be covered in things, there's a story in here for you.
Yeah.
Mostly covered in gore. So, and all right, you know what? Maybe
For our viewers that actually like to listen to us talk about books.
right, yeah, they all want to.
Or you.
Yeah, nobody cares about me. They just want to watch you eat candy and talk about weird stuff.
How you doing, girl?
Maybe. Oh my God, that's gonna be a soundbite, isn't it?
As I'm getting my fun dip.
As you
Hey, girl.
the blue tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Show him your tongue.
You know what I'm doing.
Oh my God.
You know where I'm at.
No one wants this.
Call me. Mm-hmm.
You nasty. I had to.
Okay, we're not going to say the name.
No, but we're
going to say a friend of ours when we were in.
Episode.
Oh, did we?
Last episode.
We even said the name?
I think we might have.
No,
We didn't
sure.
describe what happened. We just described that was said
Okay.
to this person.
Friend of ours popped out of the van, or the goth van, and had a little oopsie.
We were on the boat. Things were,
Lots of drinking.
yeah.
Lots of things.
Things happen.
Pops out, throws up New Orleans, like you do.
Right. I mean,
Don't judge. Don't judge. You come to New Orleans with me, and you
right.
won't throw up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So she jumps out, has a little oopsie, and this taxi cab driver.
I don't know.
I think he was a taxi cab driver.
Because
I think he was a taxi cab driver.
we got separated.
Jumps down and
then,
goes.
They found you.
What was it? It was, oh, girl, you nasty. And it was just the funniest shit.
That was like, what, like 1 a.m?
JJ is trying so hard to be a very compassionate, loving partner.
He is.
Because he's such a
He's
sweet,
such a
sweet boy.
I love that man.
But he's even like losing it. Just losing it.
Okay, but like if there's something about JJ that I appreciate, it's the fact that he has this totally wild sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like he will crack me up almost more than you do sometimes.
No,
like,
I'm
he's
with you.
just out there. Like,
Because he talks like he doesn't talk. He'll say, you know what I mean? Like you'll be in a room with him for like an hour, and then he'll say the funniest goddamn
right,
thing.
and you're like, where did this come from?
And
Or
it's just left field.
It'll be like 2 a.m. on the group chat, and he'll just send like the wildest thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, it's like 4 a.m, and I'm looking at this and just.
And it'll be
giggling.
in response to something from like 2 days ago. All right, JJ.
This is why we love JJ.
We love JJ.
We do. We absolutely love everybody from our crew, or we wouldn't.
They wouldn't be there.
So there is no puke in this. So there's that. So if you're a sympathetic puker, you won't have to worry here. But
No vomiting.
no, but there's a couple stories that might make you want to vomit. But I think I should go in order. So I think I should go in order of the stories in here. And since we're already, running into time because we can talk at each other forever, I'll kind of run through them. So there's several different stories in here. There's really something for every type of horror lover.
I'm specifically eating Fun Dip.
Yeah.
So that you can get through
Yes.
all of your...
So you can just keep your...
Because I know you said, I have notes. Today she rolled in, she's got...
I have notes.
I have notes,
which
and I need to get through them.
Yeah.
Which is usually a negotiation, which means you need to shut up, Jeffy.
Well, that's her unspoken negotiation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The unspoken negotiation was, eat your candy. I eat my candy.
I know you do sometimes.
See,
now you've had sugar and now you were uncontrollable.
I'm a toddler.
I'm calling the cops.
Every time I leave my house and I forget my keys and my wallet, Steph says, oh, I've got a toddler. It's my toddler time.
How do you do that?
Because we live so close to all the things.
I'm always like checking everything.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
but I'm in my
like
sweats.
spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Usually.
Like, I've got to do the
But
whole
like that's when I'm getting in my van and driving away. But when I'm like walking around my neighborhood, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm still in my pajamas.
See, I don't, because like if I do that, I'll get locked out and stuff.
Because I've got like a boba tea right outside.
Oh, that's right.
I can walk across the street at midnight.
There's a boba.
Get a boba tea.
They're open at midnight?
Till midnight.
Huh.
Boba tea till midnight.
I don't know that I've ever wanted boba at midnight, but
oh, yeah.
Usually, like, I don't know. I've been like, as I get older, I think like the things I like gets narrower, and I worry that I'm becoming like one of these picky old people.
Well, we are.
We are.
Everybody gets curmudgeon-y.
You know what? We're curmudgeons.
And that's okay.
And I'm going to curmudgeon about these short stories.
Do that.
So I do want to go through them because they are actually really cool and unique, and I really enjoyed all of them. Starts off with a bang, which is a stalker story called Belong. But it's a different take on a stalker story. So beware your childhood friends. And I'm not blowing anything because it's very obvious very quickly what that part of it is, but it goes other places too. And it's just a fun, wild, very quick ride. Again, like I'm just going to tell people if you have triggers, that happens later in this book. I am going to just warn people that like if you have triggers, just like you're going to have to maybe pick and choose what you read here, because except for one story, everything's got some kind of like awful thing.
Are they ranked in like awfulness?
Okay, yes, because there's two, and the first one of those two is actually the second story, which is called Giggly. So cool thing about this one, Bridgett used to be an OR nurse.
Oh.
Just like Christina.
Okay.
So our friend Christina, who we love very, very much.
Shout out Christina. Yeah, we love you.
Shout out Christina and her cats.
She'll never listen to this.
No, she'll never listen to this. Shout out to Trev.
What up, Trev?
But our friend Christina, who we love very much, is a surgical nurse. So I thought she would appreciate this because she'll probably know what this tool is. So Bridgett used to work in the OR as a nurse, and she would unfortunately have to deal with amputations. And that was her most hated thing, was doing the amputations. And there was one doctor that refused to use all the modern electrical saws that they use for this. And he insisted on using, there is a tool called a giggly saw. And I actually want to like ask Christina about this because they describe it in the book, and I just want to see like what her take is on it and if she's ever encountered it before. But I won't blow it because it's a very good description in the book. But the story is an extreme horror story based on a killer who prefers to use a giggly saw as his weapon of choice. Their weapon of choice.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I thought the history there was really cool. And then Bridgett also like told me a little bit about like, hey, you know, she always ended up being the person to try and carry this like random amputated leg like to its receptacles. So the next one in the book is Getaway, which is like, so this one was, I love the backstories of all of these because there's a backstory to all the stories. Yeah, he's got blue fingy. Blue fingy. You got the alien fingies? Elliot. So Bridgett's daughter's favorite horror movie is The Strangers. And so that combined with some of her daughter's other favorite things inspired the story Getaway. So you've got your like classic vacation home invasion story here. Just a fun romp. This is sort of like what I would consider like that kind of slasher version is that story, which I definitely appreciate. And then the cool thing about that too is like all the female characters in the story are all people that Bridgett actually knows.
Interesting.
And that comes up later too. So we'll get to that one. Bark Off is the next one, and that's actually my favorite of the whole book. So this one, you're fine if you have any triggers. This is the cozy horror of the collection. There's pugs. There's pug dogs in this one.
What is a group of pugs called again?
I don't remember.
I
bet Bridgett would know. Yeah, you're going to look it up now. So I'll talk while you look it up because you're going to hyperfixate. So this one, nothing bad happens to the pugs. One dies of old age. It has a good life, all of that.
That's why I liked it. It's a grumble.
A grumble. Oh my God. So
Yeah.
I grew up with a one-eyed pug named Jack.
Yeah.
And he was just the best dog ever. And I will forever love pugs because of him. When my mom worked at the Humane Society, he came in as a stray. The owners came and said, yeah, he's ours, but we don't want him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And he had some eye damage, so we had to have the eye removed. And he was dumb as a box of rocks. He once ate an entire 5-pound bag of bird food, like bird seed, and we just watched like his stomach inflate because he would just literally eat anything. He was a garbage disposal of a creature. Yeah, of course I loved it. But so pugs are the heroes of this story.
That's adorable.
Yeah, so Bridgett has had a whole bunch of pugs. I think most, if not all of them, are rescues.
She's had a grumble.
She's had a grumble.
Oh.
Got a grumble. And the kind of fun part too is when I was talking to her over Messenger, she told me about how, so she doesn't have any pugs anymore. They've unfortunately all since passed. But she's got some different pets now. So she has a very overweight cat that came with Jeff that she's got on a diet. She has a ball python named Indy, but then she told me that she hasn't made it public, but she told me I could announce it. Next month, they are getting a Dumerals boa that they're going to name Floyd.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, it's so cute. But that was my favorite.
I used to have a snake.
That's right.
His name was Fingers.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But that was my favorite story of the book, just because it was like a good story, and I love the pugs in it, and that made me happy. Moving on is my second favorite story of the book is Ambush. So this is like your classic creature feature, and I won't spoil it, but I really, really love how creative the monster is in this one. Are you doing lines of Fun Dip? Holy shit, you're doing lines of Fun Dip. Are you gonna?
You're doing lines of Fun Dip.
Did you ever snort the pixie sticks when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Of course we all did, because I don't know where we understood at a young age that like that was a thing.
Well, I mean, we grew up near Furches.
Okay, that explains the pixie sticks, not the
Candy.
Snorting them. Not the the idea of like
of cocaine,
right? Yeah. So I don't know where we got.
But we also
it was the 80s.
Grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
We were young adults in the 90s.
This is true.
So we had all the
things.
All the precursor.
You're right. Yeah, we faked it. Well, the candy cigarettes too.
Yeah.
We had fake children's drugs to prepare you.
Get them while they're young.
And then we had Dare that told you like, hey, I know this was really fun. And it tastes like candy because they made fake candy of the real drugs, but don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
Also, here's what they look like. Easily.
And how you do them.
Right. Yeah, exactly. All the information you'd ever need. But Ambush, I love a creature feature. It was unintentionally inspired by Jaws, so I think you would actually really like that one. Like, it's just fun. It's just
the first time I saw Jaws was this year.
Really?
I'd never seen Jaws.
Okay, I can't.
I went to the drive-in theater.
I'm leaving right
with
now.
Steph.
I'm leaving right now.
And they were actually serving these really awesome cocktails.
Oh.
They were in fish bowls, little tiny fish bowls.
Oh.
And they had those gummy sharks.
Yeah, the gummy.
Yeah, and it was actually a really
like a little
good
grenadine
cocktail.
or something to make it bloody.
No, it was blue. It was blue. I thought there was something with red, but
yeah, probably some grenadine.
I don't know what was happening,
for blood.
But mainly it was blue.
I think we could do a cool cocktail based off of this too. She had written this one originally because she was trying to get into another anthology that was themed. What in the heck? What's going on? Oh, okay. You're just doing okay. He's licking the lines of Fun Dip. We should just show the people. What is happening? I can't do this with a straight face. I can't.
Keep going.
Okay. I'm going to try and get through this.
We're recording, Sam.
Okay. So Jeffy's going to do Fun Dip lines while I try and talk about this. Bridgett was trying to get into an anthology that was themed for like the dark deep, and she couldn't use a story that she already wrote for her other short story collection called A Bouquet of Viscera.
Oh.
Yeah. I love that title.
Yeah.
And so she started researching weird ocean creatures, and I don't want to give it away, but it's a very fun monster. Next up, we've got Scars. For your psychological thrillers fans, that's definitely your go-to. It's a super fun one where there's a contest to have a character named after you killed off in a story by a famous author. And it goes wrong.
Oh.
It goes interesting places. And this became a story because Bridgett herself ran a contest like this on a Facebook post where it was like, hey, drop your name in here. I'll do a little spinny wheel and it'll randomly pick, and that'll be a character name out of there. Also, the main characters in this story are based off of people she actually knows. But none of them actually have killed somebody that she knows of. So, don't send the cops after them. Rewards is the next story, and that one ties for the goriest and most extreme of all of these. So we had the second story and then this one. It's really a toss-up for me on which one is more extreme, because they're very different stories. So with Giggly, there's some things that happen that are pretty disgusting. And people who love extreme horror kind of like that kind of thing. And then also that happens in Rewards, but there's some very specific things that like you'll just be like, oh, that happen in there. But also this is the spicy story.
I like spicy.
No, not that. It's like sexy times spicy.
Yeah.
So, it's sex all the way through that story.
Wow.
Start to finish, sex all the way through. Don't just read through it before you think about enjoying parts of it more. Yeah.
Because the climax is a climax.
You know what? Maybe just read through it all the way before you do anything.
Okay.
But that's
feels like somebody who's had a lived experience here, Sam.
No.
Were you
No, I'm not going to say what type of kitchen tool was used at some point, but and on what part of anatomy it was used on. You wouldn't like that part. So that's why I say there's like certain parts where you're like,
woof.
Woof. Yeah. So if you are dipping your toe into extreme and you just want to get like a little taste of it, little flavor, and you like spicy, you like monsters, you like home invasions, or you just want like cuddly pug hero story, this is the book for you.
Yeah.
And next week, I'm going to go get in everyone's feels with The Scald Crow by Grace Daly.
Kitty?
It's a kitty that has a crow in its mouth.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I love this cover. So, and
it's a cute cover.
Yeah. So Grace Daly was at this last one and I was so excited. She had the best energy of like anybody in that whole room. I absolutely loved her. She is a disabled writer from Illinois. And so her character in this book, the main character, has a chronic illness. So, but it's so realistic in terms of like how you would deal with that in real life. So I'm really excited. I'm only like a quarter of way through it and I'm excited to keep going with it. So
awesome.
Are you going to do more fun dip lines? No, you're done with the fun dip. You're wired for speed now.
Yeah. Now I'm on the down plan.
Yeah. Okay. So now you're okay. Well, you've peaked and now you're coming down, which is fine because we're at the end of our episode.
We're done.
We're done.
We're out of here.
We're out of here. We can go to sleep now.
Yay!
We'll see you next week. Come to the Mad Planet on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And go see our Goth Barge soundtrack night.
Yeah.
So if you like the Crow soundtrack, Lost Highway, that's the night you want to.
And we just announced the burn ceremony.
Yeah, Krampus knocked.
Yeah, Krampus knocked. So Spooky Frog will have a good presence there.
Yeah, we're in the scavenger hunt.
We'll have a nice presence there.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot going on.
Burn your feelings.
Burn them. Burn all the bad energy away.
All right.
Well, that said, we will see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.